Hello students, this is Monish here and we are going to start with a very interesting topic. It is property of definite integration, and today we are going to deal with the property integral 0 to a fx dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So what does this property say? So let us first start with the proof. Let I equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Now as you can see here, this f of a minus x is not a standard function. It is a composite function. So we know that to solve a composite function we need to use substitution method. So here I will be putting a minus x as t. Now since you are substituting a minus x as t, you need to replace dx and put it in terms of dt, and you need to change the limits as well. So if I take a minus x as t, differentiating with respect to x, I will have minus 1 is dt by dx. Therefore we will have dx is equals to minus dt. Now what we tend to do is, here after this step we directly put a minus x as t and dx as minus dt. But what we need to remember is, if I have put a minus x as t, the entire question is changing in terms of t. So I need to change the limits also. So now if x is 0, I will put x as 0 here. That gives me t equals to a. And if I put x as a, if I put a here, I will get t as 0. So now the new value of I will be integral a to 0 f of t and minus dt. Now the problem here is, we need to show here it is from 0 to a, and we are here stuck with a to 0. Now there is a property in definite integration which states that if you remove the negative sign from the integral, so I am just writing f of t dt. That property states that if a negative sign is removed or added, you can just interchange the limits. So the limit now will become 0 to a fx dx. Now ft dt. Now here you need to change t dt and simply replace as x dx, because there is the property integral a to b fx dx is equal to integral a to b f of t dt. You can simply replace the alphabets here. So this is the property. So let us start with one example here. The example here is as follows. We have to find integral 0 to pi by 2 sin square x upon cos square x plus sin square x dx. Now as you can see here, the limits are from 0 to pi by 2, which reminds me of the property 0 to a. This property says that if there is x in the question, you can simply replace it by a minus x. So if I give this as equation number 1, and now I apply the property replace x by pi by 2 minus x, this gives me the new value for I as 0 sec pi by 2 sin pi by 2 minus x the whole square upon cos pi by 2 minus x the whole square plus sin pi by 2 minus x the whole square dx. Now we all are very familiar with this part. We have already studied it in school that sin 90 minus theta is nothing but cos theta, and cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So what we have to do here is simply put this sin 90 minus theta as cos x, and the power is 2, that means cos square x. Similarly we will have sin square x here plus cos square x in this part. This is our equation number 2. Now after this step, just have a look at these equation 1 and 2. Both are the values for I. And what do I observe here? I can see that the denominator here and here both are same. So after this part, you simply need to add equation 1 and 2. Add equation 1 and 2. So this I plus I becomes 2i is integral 0 to pi by 2. Now since the denominator is same, I am writing it only once, sin square x plus cos square x. and you can see that the numerator now becomes sin square x plus cos square x. Now, what do we observe here? If you see the numerator and denominator, they are exactly same. So what we can do here is we can simply cancel the terms and write 1 here. So this value becomes 0 to pi by 2, 1 dx. Now integral of 1 is x from 0 to pi by 2. That gives me pi by 2 minus 0 is 2i. Therefore we have I equals to pi by 4. So this is the value of required integral. So as you can see, when this type of problem came across us, I had to take so many steps and get the answer. Now you have very less time for CET and other entrance examination. So what we can think here? So I'll give you some standard formula here, which we can use directly and get the required answer. See, if you see here, if the question is of the form 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to n upon sin raised to n plus cos raised to n, or 0 to pi by 2 tan raised to n upon tan raised to nx plus cot raised to nx, or the question can be integral 0 to pi by 2 cosec raised to n upon cosec raised to nx plus sec raised to nx dx. So here what we can observe, all these groups here are complementary pairs, sin and cos, tan and cot, cosec and sec. Now here instead of sin we can also have cos raised to nx, instead of tan we can also have cot raised to nx, and instead of cosec we will have sec raised to nx. The answer for all these cases is simply upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2. Let us try to apply here also. So the answer here must be upper limit, that is pi by 2, minus lower limit upon 2. So our answer will be pi by 4. So this is the shortcut which we can apply on all these formulas.